I have built in my mind a ideology of if I'm not 15 minutes early to something, then I am late. And I take that ideology across everything. That's from lunch with friends to dinner or a hangout with family members to work to movies to everything. And the reason that I like to be early is because me being early allows me to have control over my own emotions and my own stress and anxiety. If you're leaving for work and you leave on time and you're going to get to work on time, there's a little bit of anxiety and a little bit of stress that I usually feel because of those unforeseen circumstances that could happen. Traffic is heavier that day, maybe it snowed, who knows. But then if you've left just to be on time, now you're late. And I get really stressed and really anxious when I'm late for something because now I feel like I am being looked upon differently. And this might not be the case for everybody, but when I'm late to something, especially a work thing, I feel like when I get there, I now have to recover the respect that I've lost from being late. And so that way, if I'm early, and even if I'm like 5 minutes later than what I want to be, I have 10 minutes that I can sit down and I can recollect my emotions and I can prepare myself and I can put my stress and anxiety away. I've sat in parking lots for like an hour because I've been so early to stuff, but when that's the case, now I am in complete control of my own emotions, and therefore I keep the control from other people. When I'm running late, I feel like now I've given the control of my emotions to somebody else. And with that, it is not a very comfortable feeling, and that's when I make more mistakes, more accidents happen, other things go wrong, or I leave and I'm even more exhausted than I should be from whatever it was. Even if it's just like a social hangout or something, I don't want to take away from my friends' time and disrespect their time going to something or being somewhere. And so me being late is now taking away their time because they're waiting to order food. So now they're going to wait even longer for me. You know, like I don't like that. And I feel like now they have control over what my emotions are doing. And I want to keep that control to myself. So therefore, I like to be early. I hope that made sense. This is just a little bit of a rant. I was having this conversation with my girlfriend yesterday, and this is kind of the shit that I spit out at her on my ideology, on like my realization of that ideology. And so I hope that this has helped you, and I hope that this is something that you can kind of go by with being early, even if it's by 5 minutes or 10 minutes, because that way you maintain that control. You're not giving out and giving away the control of your own emotions. Now, a little disclaimer, if you're the kind of person that just like does not care if they're early or not, then that's kind of a different story. Rather, like they don't care if they're late or not. But obviously, that is a little bit of a different story. And, you know, that's other things that you need to work on. But this can be applied to all circles of life. And I don't pick and choose. Like, I'm only going to be early for work things. I put it to everything. I'm going to be early for everything. Because that way, I can sit there calmly, chilling, I can relax, and I can just enjoy whatever I'm going to rather than starting off being stressed or anxious. That's just the kind of person I am. I get stressed or anxious when I'm late to things. There's trauma behind that statement, but anyways. So basically what I'm getting at is that I want to be in control of my own shit, and I get really anxious when I'm late, and I don't like showing up to the thing and then feeling that anxiety or stress right at the beginning because that affects the whole thing. I'd rather show up calm and pumped and ready and happy to do it Therefore, for work, I do a better job working. For hanging out with friends, I'm more attentive, I'm more alive, I'm more like interactive with them. With family, I'm still checked out because it's family. So that's just how it is. But anyways, that's kind of just like an ideology that I live by, that I have realized over the course of many years. I hope that this has given you something that's interesting or good or fun. But anyways, have a fantastic day.